Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or talking to with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll get value in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the open. All right, watching 115.75 here on Nvidia to go potentially short. Get that alert to the chat room. There we go, 115.75 flush point. So we'll see if that wants to come into play. Also watching Tesla. 220 could be an interesting level to get short. Going to try to get short there. Missed it. Let's go back over to Nvidia though. 115.75 in there at 115.90 actually. So bounced up right before I could get back in. So let's see if this thing wants to make a move down through here. So 1575 is that key level, which you can see right now is refusing a break. Don't like that. So taking off some. I did that because it did break and then shot back up. I still do have 200 shares though. So there we go. Good, good. Took off another 100 there. So I'm glad I hung on to 200 shares, but at that point, okay, I'm going to hop out. In this market, it's very, very, so 109 on that trade, but at this market, I've learned if you don't get the move, you better get out because there's a good chance that it's going to snap back against you. And in that situation, I got the move, and then it looked like it wasn't going to give me the move, so I took off some portion. And then eventually I did get somewhat of a move, but as you can see here, played that one right because now straight back up. And that's what I mean. That's the type of market we're in right now. And even look at Tesla. What a ridiculous move this is. Wow. So and that's exact. I mean, you can't make this up. Like I said, I literally don't know what's coming next, but I mean, talk about the market helping me out with my talking point there. So that is exactly what I mean, is you get a move, and even on Nvidia now, look at this. You get a move, and then it just can snap that quick back against you. And that was a beautiful setup. Got the breakdown, and then just like that. And the crazy part is it wouldn't totally be shocking to see Tesla come back down and potentially break 220. So, I mean, I'm not going to write 220 off right now because that's how crazy and choppy this market has been. But all right, I am starting the day off 109, and I'm very happy with the way I played that one. Played it just like I should in this market. Again, I got the move, and I gave it a chance to make the move, and then it started to show a little hesitation, so I pulled off a portion of my position, and then it did eventually make somewhat of a move, and I'm glad I still had those shares left for that, and then eventually just completely turned around, and I got out, and that's kind of how it went. But yeah, it's fantastic, absolutely. Like, all I can do is kind of just smile. Could not have scripted that better out for how the market and how these stocks reacted at the time and point I was making that talking point. So point being, if you're someone that's, is it me? Does it feel like I'm feeling excited about a position because it starts to look good and starts to go in my favor, and then just like that, I'm getting, slapped in the face? That's not you. It's not you at all. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, watching 22250 here, in at 2250 here on Tesla short. Let's see if this thing wants to come down here a bit. Need 222. See what I mean? It broke through there and then that fast shot up. So there we go. Took off half. off another half there. All right, that's what I mean. Was getting the move, starting to head back up. I'm just not going to risk it. So $100 on that trade, and it is what it is. Still may come down, but like I said, in this market, as you saw, I'm just not going to risk it. Started to get the move, started to come down, and now you see it heading back up, giving a green candle. And in this market, that candle could very, very realistically turn into a bigger green candle and completely wipe away the trade. Still could come down, so I'm not refuting that. But I mean, that right? What would you be doing right now? It's easy to say what I should have done when you know what's already happened, but when you have zero hindsight, I mean, what would you be doing? So right now, I look pretty smart, right? Because this thing is heading back up. But I don't know. Am I about to look stupid? Possibly. But I'm also about to look even smarter if this thing keeps getting green and green. And that's just the whole thing with hindsight, right? It's easy to sit there and say what should have been done, what could have been done when you know what already happens. So right now, I'm looking even smarter, and that's exactly, so look at that. So again, be honest with yourself. What were you saying? We were saying, no, Clay, I think you're stupid because I think that thing's coming back down. If that's what you're saying, that's okay. There's no shame in being wrong, but just admit okay, because you just had that thing shoot up there that much more. But that is the nature of this market right now. Still interesting though. I mean, does Tesla does it want to come down? So I could see being interested again at 220, 250. Got about $1 stop loss, but I mean, this thing just, let's see if it goes up there and fails again, then I am, I'm interested around, let's call it 222.75. But it first needs to get up there and fail. I'll go ahead and pause, but now up 210. Well, you can see that it went up there. So once again, played that one very, very smart. I mean, and if you had said, no, I'd still be in, well, I'd assume you'd be stopped out by now. If not, then I have no idea where your stop loss actually is. But all right, well, there we go. Maybe Tesla just actually wants to be strong here, and it is what it is. Nvidia not doing a whole lot since that first trade, just hovering right down here around that 150. Yeah, getting a little choppy now. What's PayPal up to? Oh, wow, just basically straight down there, so no trade at this point. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause their software. And now Tesla, how cruel is that? I mean, that movement right there, I can see that stopping people out very, very reasonably, and then just to have it roll back over. So stops people out and then comes back down. Absolutely cruel, cruel move. Wow, and then there it goes. Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, that was just up, up, up. Not much of a setup. It just went straight down. So it didn't really give much of an opportunity at anything there. Okay, I will pause, but did want to give you a quick update on that one. Just how all over the place this one is. You just can't script this out any better. So remember when Tesla had come all the way down here and was big sell? Look at this. And now look at it. I should probably just be done with Tesla because this action is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, I mean, think about it. Even if those people would have held and hoped and said, okay, see, I was right. I was right. It's coming back down, coming back down. It's time to bank, time to bank. I'm glad I didn't get spooked out. Boom. Crushed to the upside. Unbelievable. I mean, this is crazy stuff. Now, Nvidia, to be fair, still jumpy, yes, but nothing too crazy. That movement right there when I got out, I mean, that big green candle afterwards, boom. All right, that was a bit. But after that, to be fair, but I mean, Tesla is just case in point. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, I had to give you an update there. That's pretty funny. All right, watching 220.50 here, in at 220.50 here on Tesla. Looking for this thing to come down to that trend line and then give us the break. So all eyes on that trend line, which is at 220, trying to anticipate it a bit. So let's see if it wants to come down. I will go ahead and pause for now, and I'll keep you updated. Big size at 220.20, and that has me worried, but another great candle. Just a question of if it wants to come down or not. If I can get the SPY to break down through 356, I should be in business. So here's the SPY, looking for that to get down below that line right there. So if SPY comes down through that green line, I should be doing pretty well. If it bounces though, I'll be in trouble. Right now, not looking so good. But it hasn't done anything wrong yet. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Well, I thought I was recording, but apparently I was not. So I took a loss on that, now down $86. Watching 221 though. My timing might have just been off. So if this thing wants to come back down through 221, I am still interested, just from a point of view of maybe my timing was slightly off. But watching 221 here. See if it wants to come back down. I will go ahead and pause for now though. And I'm glad I got it where I did. I mean, oh, man, that was such a good looking setup there. I mean, failed twice, the bounce came back down, and then just up it went. So the difficulty continues here of Tesla. I think you could reasonably argue now, of course, I'm speaking with hindsight in my favor, maybe I should have just been done with Tesla. I had plenty of warning signs, so that would be a more than fair critique. If you were to give me that in the comment section, I hear you, and I'm not going to disagree. But then again, I mean, am I just saying that, or are you just saying that because we now all have hindsight? I don't know. Had that worked out, would I be saying that? Probably not. Would you be saying it? Maybe. But moral of the story here is I'm glad I got out where I did, because I would be down a whole lot more than $86. I would be down way more than $86 had. Look at this. What? I mean, look at the 5-minute on Tesla. Spike up all the way down here, all the way back up here. So yeah, probably should have stayed away. But again, if I'm being, I don't know if I'd said that had that trade worked out. But I'm again. So at this point, I think I'm being more than rational to think that, okay, could we get another? Now, do I think it's going to come all the way back down to 220? I don't know about that, but I mean, do I think I can get, some sort of move down to the 222-ish area? That seems possible. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. In at 223, this is mainly based on the markets as a whole. SPY just put in a very, well, what in the world was that? That was quite the candle. Okay, I hopped out there just because I'm not quite sure what happened. That thing, clearly that was some sort of fat finger trade algo thing that shot it down to 220. But when that happens, sometimes, yeah, it can really get going in your favor. And I gave it a chance. So you'll notice if you scroll back, you'll see I gave it several moments of time to see what it wanted to actually do. But the flip side of that is sometimes when those algos happen, it can all of a sudden just go crazy against you too. So I did want to give it a chance here. Okay, do you actually want to go in my favor? And then when it still kind of was putzing around and maybe acting like wanting to go up, I decided, I'm just going to get back out because that was crazy. So again, if you're new, the price didn't actually go down as low as it was right there. That's known as a fat finger trade, basically an algo, just a little mishap right there. And when that happens, like I said, it can ultimately be the leading indicator. Okay, just give it a few more moments and then you're going to get some sort of big move in your favor. But it can also, I've been there where all of a sudden it doesn't, and then it does the exact opposite thing. And that's why, like I said, I just wanted to err on the side of caution there, especially since I did enter into the red, where, I didn't want to, have it. I just didn't want to risk having it be one of those where it goes against me and then my red becomes even redder. But at that point, yeah, I think that was my final confirmation. Just stay away from Tesla on the day. So yeah, should I have stayed away maybe not the entire time, but for that trade that actually sent me red? Now I am closing up green on the day, $12. So with commissions, probably $5. But this is such a good setup, right there, 222. Oh, should I be staying? Oh, let me know. Should I be staying away? But that's such a good looking setup right there. And the SPY has a great looking setup there. Does it come down through 360 or 356.50? A nice setup. I mean, this is definitely not, I mean, that is a great setup on the SPY for a potential continuation of the downside. Tesla right here at 222. But you know, I gotta just stay away. So let me know. Should I be staying away? Should I be calling it good? Should I have called it good a long time ago on Tesla here? But look at this setup. All right, I can't. I'm just gonna go with 50 shares. If I'm wrong, it's not gonna cost me much. If I'm right, at least this is just too good of a setup to not. But I mean, Tesla has just. You know, I need to be done with it because Tesla has proven to be just all over the place, including that algo move right there, which you also witnessed. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Yeah, I hear you. I maybe should have been done on that one that ended up costing me a trade. And then I took it again, had the algo stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to name this one. Should I have been done? So yeah, by all means, let me know in the comment section below. And to the best of your ability, try to not make all the judgments with hindsight in your favor. Put yourself in the position where before you knew what happened. I realize that is kind of hard to do, but when you're giving your thoughts, you know, try your best not to, you know, just base everything on, oh, well, because of all the stuff that I now know what happened, then, I mean, you know, so what would you have done? Maybe that's the best thing. What would you have done? Would you have been done? And again, try not to bake too much hindsight into that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I appreciate you hanging out. So yeah, given the just kind of bizarre today, I'm going to be happy with my 12, you know, 10, $5, whatever it is after commissions profit. And I'll just chalk it up as one of those kind of bizarre days. But everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. I appreciate your time. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.